How to deal with food poisoning in Thailand. That is the topic of today's live stream. And I need to clean the camera. Sorry. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope it's everything is doing well on your end. What's up, Cody? Good to see you, bro. It's Sunday morning here in Thailand, and yesterday afternoon I stopped and got some. Hey, Steve, Jim, what's up? Good to see channel members in here. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, just click the join button at the bottom. I've got one tier, and it's very inexpensive and you get a few perks. Hey Frank, good evening. Good evening to you. Hike made it. What's up, Gordon? Good to see you, bud. So basically, yesterday I ate some street food from here in Bangkok. I ate some street food, and it's from a vendor that I normally eat from. But I had. Hey Roger, good to see you, bud. Thanks for coming in. I like to see all those channel membership stickers up there. That looks good. But I ate some stuff. It was late in the day. It was about 12:30, that kind of thing. And I know this guy leaves his food out once he cooks it in the morning. He leaves it out pretty much all day. I don't know why he does that exactly, but he does. But I've never had a problem before. He had some different stuff on the that he had cooked. He changes a few of his dishes daily, so that you get to interact and see what's going on, or you see what's going on. I'm sorry, guys. I've really been sick, but you get a different variety of food, is what I'm trying to say. And you get a different variety of food, and he had this stuff out yesterday that was some kind of chicken, and he assured me was my pit, not spicy. Well, I got home with it, and it was a little bit spicy. I don't know what you would consider spicy, but for me, it kept me up late last night, and it woke me up early this morning. So it's not been a disastrous case of food poisoning by any means, but I've had worse since I've been here. But it is something that you guys need to know about. Understand a little bit about street food vendors. Understand a little bit about how to look at the food and that kind of thing. So I will break that down for you in just a second. Let me say hey to everybody. Cody says, last food poisoning I got was a hot dog from Sonic. Felt like I was slowly being stabbed and didn't sleep that night. From a hot dog from Sonic? Wow, that's bad, man. Steve says, supermarket sushi, never again. Yeah, I don't eat sushi, period. So Robert says, lying to you, not spicy, using spice to cover up rotten meat. That's possible. That's possible. I would like to think, because I eat at this location often, I would like to think that it would be, he would be more honest with me than that, but you could be 100% correct. Gordon says, I got some nasty food poisoning a week ago. I think it was French fries cooked in bad oil. That can happen here because they use, if I'm not mistaken, they use some palm oil and other kinds of oil here. I don't know if my food poisoning is going to be completely gone until I actually eat something later today. I'm not sure. But I certainly hope that it's gone. Right now, I feel okay. Hike says, that's why I like Pizza Company. I'm not an adventurous eater. I shy a little bit. Yeah, Pizza Company, I've never had a problem there. Fung Mike says, stay away from street food where you go when you are sick of food poisoning. Where do you go when you are sick of food poisoning? I usually just order some kind of pizza from a company or a salad or something like that. Andrew says, "Hey Andrew, have I seen you in here before?" But it's good to see you nevertheless. Andrew says the first 4 times I went to Thailand, I got sick. Most of the time that happens if you're a vacationer, just simply because your stomach has no time to acclimate to the bacteria in the food over here. It's not that the food was, well, it could have been your situation. I'm not saying that the food wasn't bad, but I will say that I hear a lot of vacationers and travelers that come in and out, that kind of thing. They tell me all the time that they get sick when they first come over, and usually it's because the bacteria in the food and your stomach's not used to it. But if you the first 4 times you went, you got sick. That's terrible, man. I'm sorry, really sorry to hear that. Robert says bad oil will do it for sure. What about that place that has the 40-year-old beef stock? I'm not sure what place that is, Robert. I have no idea. Cody says spices were invented / used by French soldiers first to cover up the taste of rotting meat they carried with them. Read that in a tidbit where weird facts flyer. Fact check it though. That's cool. Ed says Terminal 21 indoor street food. Enough said. It takes 2 weeks to acclimate to the bacteria. That sounds about right. Cody says that's why I won't reuse oil, especially if I used it for chicken or turkey. And that's what I had yesterday was chicken. I had chicken and pad thai, and I think it was the chicken because the chicken looked like it had a layer of something over it. I wasn't sure what it was, but now that I really think about it, it looked like egg. And if you let cooked egg, set out all day, you're probably going to have some problems, and that's probably what happened to me, I would imagine. Let's see. Robert says some great food in Thailand, though. Absolutely, there is some great food over here. Hey, Michael. Steve says never had a problem with Terminal 21 food court. Always eat there. Yeah, I've never had a problem with that either. Robert, you won't be able to send the link on here. Links are blocked on the post, but when you can comment and put a link in a comment if you would like. That'll work. Guys, if you want to hear more food poisoning stuff, thumbs up. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. I got 4 people. What else did I want to tell you? I wanted to tell you that how do you cope with food poisoning once you get it? Gordon says, God bless Terminal 21. Yeah. Terminal 21's a good one. Cody says, the first time I drank a bottle of Pepto, I was in shock. It turned my number 2 black. Just search that on your YouTube. I will. I can view the message. I'll check that out. Steve says, amen, Gordon, and I agree. Terminal 21 does have some good food, but what can you do after you know you've gotten some kind of food poisoning or you've eaten some bad food, right? This is what happened. You can do charcoal tablets, which they have over here to help coat your stomach and intestines and will make you feel better. All the stuff you can get over the counter. They have Cipro, which is a antibiotic for bacterial food infection. So if you really got it bad, take that. I took Cipro when I was in when I was in Peru, and it was amazing. I mean, it stopped everything, and I had really, really bad food poisoning when I was in Peru, like bad. But it stopped it. I got rehydrated, and I feel better. Also, you can do the Imodium thing. I didn't do that last night because I wanted to make sure that my system cleaned itself out. But I did do that this morning because I have a lot to do today, and I just wouldn't be able to function properly or function enough to get it done if I'm having to run back and forth to the bathroom. So that's that. Derek, what's up, Derek? Good morning. Is food poisoning a huge issue there, or is the larger issue people just not ready for the spice? I think both, to be honest with you. But the food poisoning, if you get, I always eat where the locals eat. If the locals are buying food there, that's where I buy food. And looks like we have a PayPal contribution here. And we do. Mr. Jim Pell has sent in $10. Okay, and he wants me to read a note. Here's Jim. Let's read a note from Jim. He says, okay, guys, let's get this party started early. Tonight, here's 10. To start it off, Jeremy, every time 3 people sends 10, I'll send another one, or he'll send another 10. I know, or I don't care how many times that happens tonight. I will send another one. Come on, guys, let's support our channel tonight. I like the way that sounds. So basically, for every $30 we get, Jim will add 10 more, and he will do that as much as possible. Greatly appreciated, Mr. Jim. Greatly appreciated. Camera buying is coming up soon. Camera buying is coming up very, very, very soon. Hopefully by the end of the month, just to let you guys know. It depends on how the contributions come in, to be totally honest with you. Let's see. So yeah, the spice can also cause a huge problem, Derek, in the food, especially if you're not used to it. If you have a stomach made of lead, like my dad can eat anything. He can eat any kind of spicy food he wants to, anytime he wants to, and it doesn't bother him at all. It doesn't change anything. He just loves the taste of it. Me, if I eat anything over Taco Bell mild sauce in America spicy, then I'm going to have some kind of problem for sure. I don't know why it held that one for review, Cody. That's weird. Let's see. Alka-Seltzer. Alka-Seltzer can't help it. That's only if it's in your stomach. Visiting a doctor is cheap here. If it gets any worse, I'll definitely go to the doctor. Hike. That's a very good point. Cody says, I'm betting the malls have cleanliness inspections and all the street vendors none at all. I don't know for sure about that, but I do know that street vendors are going to be less regulated, if you know what I mean, by the street food process. Gordon says, clinic everywhere will take care of you if you need. That's true. Clinics, there are clinics all up and down roads here in Bangkok. There's clinics in every town, everywhere that you go in Thailand that'll take good care of you. Let's see. Emmanuel. Hey, Emmanuel. Been a while since I've seen you. I heard that charcoal capsules was good for you. Yep. Charcoal is definitely an option. I would say charcoal capsules are better if you take them before you eat something really spicy. That's the thing. Jim's talking Ike. Cody says, yeah, I'm wary to go to a vendor that doesn't do much business. If I see 3 or so people there always line up, it's a good sign. It is. And I'd be watching where the Thais eat. Yep. So watch where the Thais eat. That's the first thing. And then make sure your food's hot. Make sure your food is hot. And if it's not hot, have them put it back on the burner or something to warm it back up, because if it's been sitting there all day, it's likely got, hit with 10 from Roger McGee. Thank you, Roger McGee. $10 right there. I don't know why it didn't come up in my email again. But Roger just hit 10, so thank you, sir. I'm trying to see if it'll come up in my email. Last time this happened, the same thing happened. Jim sent 10 to nobody else that showed up, except it shows a little bar at the top of my screen that says PayPal. So I don't know. And the emails come through at usually about 45 minutes after the live stream. It's really weird. let's see. Derek says, yeah, here we go. So, Roger McGee, $10. Thank you, Mr. Roger. Thank you. I appreciate you very much, bro. Derek says, I usually do the same things. I eat where I see the locals eat. Knock on wood, I seem to have an iron gut. That's good, man. Hayek says, sorry, Jim. I got my hands full now. Okay. Oh, you guys are talking about putting up the PayPal link. I understand. Roger can probably throw that up. Hayek says, pizza company always does good business. Yes, they do. Pizza company does well. So does Gallery Pizza. Gallery Pizza, I've really come to love a lot, to be honest with you. Derek says he's talking to Hayek. Gordon says if they don't have running water, you eat at your own risk. You got a very good point there, Gordon. Also, if you are drinking anything, any kind of soda or whatever the case may be, if you're drinking anything at all, make sure, and they put ice in it, make sure the ice cube has a hole right through the middle. If it doesn't have a hole through the middle, it's not purified water. So be extraordinarily careful. Cody says when we cooked for the masses at cook-offs years ago, we would keep the meat covered and in foil until someone walked up with a plate. I see a lot of their vendors there don't do that. That's 100% correct because they're trying to advertise the food. You know, they're trying to advertise what could be. You know, they want you to see the food. Roger says, sorry, I don't have the link. It's in the description of the video. You just have to hit show more. And the link's down there. But that's okay. It's all right. So how do you get over it? Well, there is no such thing as Pepto-Bismol here in Thailand. They do have some tablets that are like akin to Pepto. But charcoal is a good way to do it. The charcoal tablets. Also, if you actually have food poisoning, if you're running a fever with food poisoning, then Cipro is a very good antibiotic for food poisoning. Always get this stuff at the recommendation of a pharmacist or a doctor. Don't ever take my. Thank you, Stuck. Good to see you, man. How are you? Always take this stuff with caution. Make sure you talk to a professional first and foremost. Because we want you to be safe and we don't want you taking YouTubers medical advice. That's for sure. The other thing that you can do is go the Imodium route. But if you go that route, think about it before you do it because, like me, like I explained this morning, you know, I spent hours up last night and woke up early to more stomach issues this morning. So I wanted everything to clear out, and I felt like it had. The pain had diminished somewhat, so I went ahead and took some Imodium because there's nothing in me. I haven't eaten since everything started yesterday, which was about 8 o'clock last night is when it hit me. So you know, just things to look out for. Let's talk about making sure we get the right food if we're going to eat from street vendors. So we get street vendors. When we look at street vendors, we always want to go where the locals are. That's step number one. Step number two is we want to make sure that the street food that we get is hot. Because if it's hot, at least Mike didn't show you any more monitor stuff. I still hadn't put out my Lapini Park video. I got to do that at some point in time. Update for all you guys, and I'll probably put something in the members only comments about this. I don't know. I assume I'm going to work tomorrow, but I don't know for sure. I probably won't know until I get an email later on. I don't know what my work schedule is going to be. It could be back to Monday through Friday. If it is, I can assure you you won't see these live streams except on Saturdays and Sundays. Definitely on Saturdays or Friday night if you're on the East Coast, for sure. So just keep that in mind. Doesn't mean I've gone anywhere or anything like that. Just takes me longer because I'll have to edit and I have to do a few other things too. So don't worry about me not being around, that kind of thing. Just share your favorite DoMoreLife video. That's really how the channel grows, is when you share videos, because many of you will share videos and somebody will see it and then they will like the video. When they like the video, they may do a binge watch on my channel, and that would be great for the growth for sure. Height says, I bring a couple Alka-Seltzer tablets with me and save the package. Then I go to the pharmacy and buy more. Show them the package, makes it easier. Absolutely. If you can show them the package of any medication that you are taking from home, they can definitely get you what you're looking for a whole lot easier. Let's see here. All right. Cody says that the Tums chewables usually work for me. They usually work for me too. And Roger saying hey to Mike. Where's Mike? I didn't see Mike. Rex said hi. Cody said Florida and Texas. Did I miss anything else up there? No, don't think I did. Rex wants to get off the subject and say can't grow the channel if you keep liking people. LOL. I would rather have a smaller channel with a bunch of people, a bunch of like-minded people that are not trolls, that are not disingenuous, that are not terrible. Stuck in Florida says I'm Mike. No, I was talking about the other Mike. The other Mike that was streaming from Lumpini Park this morning. Cody says you got to be a goob to get banned from this channel. Just my opinion. That's true. I block people. We block people that's necessary to be blocked. That's just the way it works. Tim says not eating spicy foods usually works for me. It usually works for me too, which was very strange, by the way. Louis, what's up? Quality over quantity, right, JC? 100%. 100%, my friend. 100%. Steve says San Francisco Bay Area, here too, South Bay. Good to see you. What's, Anthony's in here. That's where the Bay Area come from. East Bay, he says. Cody says Tim Touche. So, some things to do, some basic things to do. One, make sure you stay hydrated if you have food poisoning from street food or any other kind of food. That's all. Like says, all good from Diego to the Bay. He's always got some kind of funny quote to throw in there. But that's really the main thing. So stay hydrated. Okay, that's my plan. Let me say before I say all this, I am not a doctor. I have no medical qualifications. This is just my experiences, and I want to share them with you. So make sure yourself is hydrated. Take something for your stomach, preferably charcoal or something that's not going to not something that's not Imodium. And you can find this stuff at you can find this stuff anywhere at any of the pharmacies, pretty much anywhere. Let's see. Oakland in the house, Sacramento. Stuck says Gordon's alive. Definitely cook the freshwater shrimp. Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Tim says, "Cody, whereabouts in Texas you go?" He's in Lake Conroe. I'm not sure where that is, but Rex says, "I'm eating a cup of noodles and grilled cheese with Dr. Pepper." Well, you should definitely have no problems with food poisoning then. That's for sure. So my question is, what are your experiences with food poisoning in Thailand? And do you have any? It's a good question. It's a fair question. Your experiences, I know somebody said they've been to Thailand for the first 4 times and they got food poisoning. That's weird. Um, no offense to the guy that said that. But what do you think? Jay East is in the house. Good morning, sir. I have not seen you in a long time. Glad to see you in here. Tim says, because my brother lived in Houston for like 3 years back in the 70s during the boom, he worked for steel. Oh, Cody says he's an hour north of Houston. Cool. That's got to be a pretty decent location. So tell me, guys, what have you experienced as far as eating street food? And Jay says, I'm so happy to catch one. I'm so happy you're here, man. Haven't seen you in a long time. I follow your Facebook post and love all the motivation. So keep it coming, man. Steve says, only had a problem with packaged sausages from 7-Eleven. Not good. Wow. I find it unique at how many people have problems with packaged food over here in Thailand. That's very interesting. Hike says, do they have copays and deductibles in Thailand? They do, depending on your insurance package. Fortunately, I don't have, my insurance doesn't have, well, the insurance I purchased doesn't have copays or deductibles. They just have caps. Cody says, yeah, I'm a machinist tech. Big industry when the barrel is doing okay. I bet so. Stuck says, I only had problems once, and I think it was the soured fruit smoothie. I have actually seen somebody drink a fruit smoothie that they said tasted sour, and they were making, was it a mango or papaya? I can't remember. But you could look at the fruit and just tell it was like that. You know, it was mushy and had some kind of like gel coming off of it or something, and they stayed sick for about a week. Um, Tim says, Cody, yes, I know my brother was making insane money back then. Ooh. Jay says, cool Lauren, dirty ice. Oh man, made a rookie mistake and put it in my drink. After taking a sip, then sick 3 days. That's what happens. I actually talked about the ice cubes earlier. Make sure you get an ice cube that has a hole in the middle of it, because if you don't get an ice cube that has a hole in the middle of it, then it's not purified, and that can cause a lot of problems. Roger says, now I can't even have a smoothie. Yeah, you can have a smoothie. Just make sure that the fruit's not spoiled or rotten or any of that stuff. Cody says, street Mexican food are usually in trucks here, so it's not out in the open. If you go to a carnival or food festival, the food is covered until you order it. And that is very true in America. I think that's one reason I had less cases of food poisoning in America, eating out of, because I love Mexican food, and I ate out of those Mexican food trucks many times. Stuck says mine was mango strawberry. Ooh. That sounds good as long as the fruit wasn't rotten. Cody says, I've gotten it once from a Sonic chili dog and a pizza at a mall. Wow. I wouldn't think pizza at a mall would have any type of unsubstantial properties. I mean, you know, like bad properties of being spoiled, but I guess it can happen. Cody says, I've gotten it. Oh, I read that. Jay says, can't find Pepto anywhere in Thailand. That they don't have it in Thailand. The closest thing they have is this stuff right here. Whatever this is, that's the closest thing you're going to find to Pepto in Thailand, and can you see what they look like? That's about the closest thing you're going to get, unfortunately. But it does happen. And I just happen to have that laying right beside me because I took one last night. It didn't help at all. Tim says, I remember when we ported in Alexandria, Egypt, they had carts on the pier. We carved up beef with flies buzzing all around, meat disgusting. Oof, that doesn't sound good. Louis says, just once getting meat on sticks from a street food vendor. Local said, get the sausage. The sausage was actually a hot dog. All the locals were doing it, so I did it too. I got a bad hot dog. Oh, that's terrible, man. Michael says, hey, Jeremy, I have an off-topic question. Does arriving October 1st and leaving October 31st count as 30 days in Thailand immigration? That's going to count as 32 days in Thai immigration because they count the day that you arrive. So you either stay exactly 30 days and leave, or on your 27th day or so, go get an extension. Jay says, will be one of the necessities I bring with me next trip. Yep, definitely bring Pepto with you because there is none over here. Or I haven't found it anywhere, and everybody I talk to says it simply doesn't exist. Cody says, now I'm bringing Pepto, no kidding. Hike says, Michael in the house. I hadn't seen you in a minute. I don't know who you're talking about, Hike. Jay says, I go where the locals line up, stay away from the flies line up. Absolutely. I say the same thing, man. And we've been talking about that earlier in the video for sure. We were talking about that, and I agree. Go where the locals go. That's your best bet. Ben Newton Chronicles, hello to you. I haven't seen him on there before, so welcome, Ben. Cody says, if you fly out on the 1st, you won't arrive until the 3rd, usually losing 12 hours and the 30-hour flight. Yeah, you're going to spend, if you take the cheap way and come to Thailand, you're going to spend, 24 to 32 hours flying around. So if you get your tourist visa back in the States, that could be a problem. If you're just going to stamp in, but if you get your tourist visa back in the States, you'll have 60 days. And then you have the option to extend that visa for 30 more days in country. But if you get a tourist visa, if you get a stamp, which is a visa exemption stamp, means you're on no visa, you're here for 30 days. You can extend that once. And you can stay for up to basically 60 days in the country. So your time doesn't start until you actually land. But they do count the day of arrival as a day. Yeah. So that's what's going on there. It's days like today that I'm very glad that I drink stuff like this because I have the hydration powder all ready to put in here. I always put 1 pack. I put 2 in this one this morning because I was a little dehydrated, obviously, from the food poisoning. But I feel so much better after just drinking 2/3 of it, or actually it's about 3/4 of this drink. So it's always good to make sure you have a way to stay hydrated. Anthony says just go to the pharmacy. That's true. You can also just go to the pharmacy and they will make a solid recommendation for you to take whatever kind of med they feel is best for you. Gordon says, not often that you taste your food before flies have. That's so true. Love those electrolytes. Absolutely. Got to. Big Steve says, when the school's starting again over there? July the 1st is when they're slated to open, but I might be back working full time, getting prepared as early as tomorrow. I don't know. I'm waiting on the email. Gomer Hike says, Subway, eat fresh. Yes. And see, that's why I eat so much Subway. You can't go wrong with Subway. Well, you can, but, yeah, no. I actually think beer dehydrates you. Tim, I know you're kidding, but And for those of you that may be new to the channel that are watching, I don't drink, so it's that's one problem I've never had. So I always tell people about these contributions when they come in. You don't have to worry about me using it on partying and alcohol and stuff like that, because I don't do it. I don't do that stuff. I mean, I might go out and enjoy the nightlife, but not with contribution money. And Jim has made a good challenge. He put out for every $30, he would put 10 more in that we got via PayPal. And so far, we got his 10 and we got Roger's 10. So we actually have 10, and looking for 2 more $10 PayPal contributions, or you can feel free to use Super Chat. At this point, it doesn't really matter to me anymore. I prefer PayPal, but that's only because it takes less percentage. All that is. Tim says, me either 23 years clean sober. That's right. I remember Tim. And I have 9 years or 10 years. Wait, hang on. 9 years. Wednesday. 9 years on Wednesday. So, very much looking forward to that. Looking forward to another year of being able to think rationally and do things that I would have never done had I not given it all up. So, I definitely wouldn't be sitting in Thailand talking to you guys on the live stream right now. Roger says, is Gatorade sufficient for the electrolytes? It would definitely be better than nothing, for sure, Roger. Is it sufficient? I would say that's probably dependent upon how bad your poisoning was and how much fluid you lost through the whole situation. But for just general stuff, I would think a couple bottles of Gatorade should be good. Cody says, she says between BK, Mickey D's, that Subway keeps food and facilities the cleanest. That's a good thing. Jay says, correct. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it very, very much. Definitely not looking for acclamation, but I certainly appreciate it. Cody says, I'm sure not dealing with frying food makes it easier for Subway. That's true. Thank you, Louie. Thank you very much. Jay says lots of sugar in Gatorade. That's true, but I think if you have food poisoning, then you kind of want a little bit of sugar, because it's going to, even though it's a temporary glucose spike, it's going to give you a little bit of energy and it's going to make you feel better, because that's always the way it's worked for me. Again, I'm not a doctor, but that's always the way it's worked for me. So if you're a person that can't have sugar, that's a whole different thing there, Jay. So that will spark. If I drink a Gatorade and then wait about 10-15 minutes, drink another Gatorade, then I'm probably going to be in. I'm going to feel better. It's going to make me feel better instantly, because it's going to give me a sugar rush. So that automatically is going to help. But I prefer to go with the hydrated powder. That's just my personal opinion. You guys, they make like, I don't know if Gatorade makes sugar-free Gatorade, but some of the companies, like all those waters and stuff, they make zero sugar stuff that you can drink. Cody says, proud of you, 9 years tells a strong person. Yes, it does, Cody, and thank you very much. I appreciate that. Gomer Hike says, have you made your 9 years of freedom video yet? I have not, and I'm contemplating on not making one this year, because I did the live stream where I told you guys my life story. I don't want to double down on it too much. So I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Jay, if you hadn't, or anybody else, if you guys have not considered becoming a channel member, it's only $2.99 a month. You guys might want to look down at the join button and check out what's available. Basically, you get members only posts. You get to suggest content via my email, and you get travel and or pictures from my photo shoots that I've done in America, Thailand, and the Philippines. And it's a good way to support the channel. I'm very much appreciate it. Just want to let you know it was out there because I hadn't seen you guys in a while. Carl says, hi, Jeremy and everyone. Buy Gatorade Zero. No sugar. Okay, so Gatorade does have zero. Cool, man. Carl, it's good to see you, too. Haven't seen you in a while. Tim says, it's so hot in Thailand that any sugar you do intake, you'll sweat it right out, from what I understand. Yeah, it's been, the last 3 days have just been obnoxiously hot. Like, it's just been terrible, terrible, terrible. Jay says, I prefer the hydration electrolytes as well. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. We're definitely on the same page there. Tim says, I hate the taste of Gatorade. Oh, really? I love Gatorade. Gatorade's good stuff. Cody says, do Thais celebrate Mother's Day? I'm sure not on our date, which is tomorrow here. They do, but I think it's a different date. Cody says, only the lime Gatorade I can drink. I like all different kinds of Gatorade. Jay says they have a different date for Mother's Day in Thailand. Good. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, awesome. Check it out, Jay. I would love to have you as a channel member. Louis says, good question, Cody. That's true. Hey, Robert, good to see you in the house, my man. August 12th is Mother's Day in Thailand. That's right. It is. You're correct. Cody says, I got my mother a card and cash. All women love cash. Yes, it's so true. MetTech, what's up, man? Good to see you. Difficult choice because you and Madeline are both live. There's so many people doing live streams right now on Saturdays and Sundays. It's almost impossible to find a slot where there's not people. And I've been running the same times, same time slot for 16 months as far as live streams go. So I'm going to keep on running the same slot. And he may be too. I'm not saying anything against Mal. I'm not saying anything against him. I'm just saying everybody's live streaming. My YouTube friends that were on with me the other day when we did the Philippines versus Thailand video, they're both live streaming right now. So it takes away from the crowd a little bit, but everybody has their own way of doing things. And I think the diversification of the way we do it is important. So it's all good. It's not. I don't look at anybody that has a live stream same time as mine and say, "Oh, you stole my time slot," because it's not my time slot. It's my job to produce valuable content so that you guys will want to come over. And I'm in competition with no one. So that pretty much sums up that. I love those guys. They're all great guys, wonderful people, and give really good information. Stuck says Gatorade works as good as anything I found in the States, and I work outside about half the time on a roof. Wow, that's hot. I remember roofing back in the day. That's hot. Carl says I watch much but don't chat, Jeremy. Oh, but that's okay, man. That's all right. No problem. I just glad to see you in the chat. That's all. Tim says snowed here in New Hampshire today. I heard there was some snowing up there. I talked to a New York friend of mine, and he said it was minus 19 degrees Fahrenheit. That was quite a that's quite cold. Let's see. Jay says typically in celebration of the Queen Circuit's birthday. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I have so much Thai culture I need to involve myself in to learn. Hey, Robert Mack, good to see you, buddy. Real good to see you. And hope that you are considering becoming a channel member at some point. But thank you for coming in for sure. Hike says, I feel like one of the cool kids since I became a member. Well, you got that pretty little green S beside your name, too. Louis says, yeah, that's the mother of the king's birthday, if I remember. Ah, very good. Very good. Tim says, go for I have never been a cool kid in my life. I don't think I was either, Tim. Don't feel bad. Stuck says there are 7 people I follow streaming right now. Yep. So there you go. The fact that you're here with me is very, very, very much appreciated. Stuck, I know you moderate for a lot of people, and I appreciate you being here, man. Really, really, really do. Cody says 8 to 9 a.m. there is a good time to draw U.S. people. Most of us lying down for the night. Yep. Matt Tech says, yes, I know it. Cody says 8 to 9 p.m. here. That's true. Hike says, I should do a live stream of me watching this live stream. That would be awesome. Tim says, that's right. DoMoreLife has no competition. There's no I don't compete with other YouTubers. I compete with myself. And that's been my formula for my very incremental success over the about 2.5 years I've been doing this now. But good point, Tim. Cody says, I think me and Flow Rider follow the same 7 guys. All of y'all have different valuable info. 100%. 100%. There's some good bloggers out there that produce a lot of good info. Jay says, Lordy, that's cold. Yeah, it was. I didn't know how he did it. Cody says 50 is cold to me. You're going to love Asia. Tim says 50 is a heat wave to me these days. I'm going to tell you, man, if it got down to 50 degrees here, I would be the happiest person in the world because it would be so comfortable. Robert Mack in the house. Yes, he is. Hi. Jay says, great to see you stuck in Florida. Robert says, go more. Hello. Go more says, 27,000. I have no idea what you're talking about, Hike, with 27,000, but I will take your word for it, bro. That's funny. Jay says, same here, Cody, and stuck. So, about a 45-minute live stream. Jim put out a good challenge and doesn't look like we're going to meet that. And I don't want to keep you guys hanging on. Oh, my sub count. Yeah. We're a little over 27,000 now. Headed to 30. 30 will take us to the promised land, I believe. Thanks, Robert. The Carolina Hillbilly says going to be in the 30s tonight in the Carolinas. Oof. Man, I miss those days. Those good old days sitting around a barrel and a fire with your long johns on and a pants and a Carhartt jacket. I miss those days. I definitely miss those days. So I'll just say it one last time. Jim put out a PayPal challenge. He put in 10 of his money, and then Roger put in 10. And Jim's challenge is for every $30 put in, he will send an additional 10. So if you are new to the channel, all contributions, whether they be Super Chat or PayPals, all that stuff goes to equipment for the channel, and also goes to travel expenses, that kind of thing, so I can bring you guys content. The reason you haven't been getting travel content lately is because we can't travel. We can only stay in the province. So that's just a brief reminder, and want to make sure you guys understood that are new to the channel, because there have been a lot of subscribers coming over. Jay says 30K. Let's go. Do more lifers. Like and share. Absolutely. Sharing these videos, maybe not this one, but picking your favorite Do More Life video. I have over 650 videos to choose from. You should not have a problem picking one and sharing it on your social media accounts. That's a great way to let or to allow this channel to grow. Great way. Just by sharing, and it doesn't cost you a penny. Cody says we'll hit 30K this November, December. Oh, Stuck just sent $10 more. So I have to cover up his first name right here. $10 right there, and then there you can see where it was sent. But he just sent $10, and I appreciate that very, 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 very much. Stuck, very, very much. So 10 more, and then Jim will have to drop another 10. Cody was saying we'll hit 30K this November, December when a lot of us visit you there and do some vids with you. If that's cool, of course. I found a restaurant. Me and you are going near Lapini Park with beans and cornbread. Dude, if we go there with beans and cornbread, we're going to have a viral video for sure. Hike says, what you got plans today? Restaurant's open. I'm actually going to order some food and have it delivered because I don't want to go out and get caught and need to find a restroom somewhere and not be able to. But I'm pretty much going to relax and wait on the email that tells me whether or not I have to work tomorrow. So that probably won't come in until I don't know, maybe 1, 2, 3 o'clock, something like that. You guys retracted a whole bunch of messages down there. So I'll give it about 2 or 3 minutes to see if we get one more $10 PayPal. So that means Jim will have to send me 10 more, and if we don't, that's fine. It's always fine. Like I said, I don't ask you guys for money. I just spit out the challenges that people put. I read them, and it is what it is. Cody says, East, aren't you on Travel Unit Facebook? That's a good question. Share it there. Yeah, share it there. He should be. If not, Jake, send me a friend request on Facebook. Well, I think you and I are friends on Facebook. While we're waiting to see if there's going to be any other things that happen. Stuck in Florida says, do you know what you ate, JC, that made you sick? Sorry, I missed the beginning. It's okay. I think it was, I ate some just regular pad thai, which is nothing. So I don't think it was that, but I also ate some chicken that looked like it was wrapped in egg. You know, they put egg on everything over here. And it had been sitting there pretty much all day. It was cold, and I didn't think about it because it's a vendor that I eat at frequently. So I think I ate some bad chicken and egg. That's what I think. It's rough. Do you ever Netflix and chill? I don't have anybody to Netflix and chill with, but that could always change. If you guys know anybody that's lonely, that would be cool. I'm looking for, hey, Tastic in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Let's see here. Okay. Wow. Look what we just got. One hungry traveler sent. Yeah, that's okay. One hungry traveler sent $30. You are the man, one hungry traveler. You are the absolute man. So, Jim, if you were watching, time to pay up, my brother. Stuck says it's usually what you ate the day before it gets you sick. Let's see. Ty says, I thought you only ate Western Smoking Joe's. Yeah, you know what, man? It's my understanding that Smoking Joe's has changed management, and the food possibly may not be what it was. I don't know. I haven't been to Pattaya in quite some time, and I haven't tried it. So I'm going to have to go in there for sure, Ty. Definitely. Cody says Netflix and chilling with a Thai chick with beans and cornbread sounds like a delightful evening. Not if you eat beans, bro. Not if you eat beans. Cody says they're chilly. Yeah, I know, right? Stuck says Thai-tastic hello. Yeah, I'm really surprised to see you, man. But thanks for dropping by the stream. We definitely appreciate it. Good to see old faces I haven't seen in a while. That tends to happen on Sundays over here for some reason. I'm not sure why. Cody says the beans won't settle till the next day. Ah, okay, that's what you're thinking. Cody says by then she should be gone. That's true. Yeah, Titastic's got a great channel. Great channel. All kinds of information on it. All that stuff. And he's helped out on this channel many times. As both as a moderator and as a almost want to say like a coach. He's giving me some good information. So it's real good to see him and everybody else in the chat. Ty says, I'm on the opposite at the moment, taking Cena table. Oh, Cena tablets. I hear you, buddy. Jay says, Saturday night here in the U.S. makes it easy to catch a stream. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I always have what I call my bigger stream on Saturdays here, which is Friday night there. But the Sunday live streams actually tend to do better than the Saturday ones here lately. And some of that's gotten to do with collaborations I've done with YouTubers recently. So, as soon as I get StreamYard back, we'll be doing some more collaboration for sure. I've already talked to some people about it, and I'm very excited to do that. Cody says, yeah, this beats Friends and Seinfeld reruns by a mile. I hear you. For those of you that don't know, Ty was the first guest I ever had on a live chat. Just fun fact. Gilmore Hike says, plenty of familiar faces tonight and new faces. Cool. Yeah, it is. Really cool to see new faces. Jim says, okay, JC, I'm back. Sorry, I had somebody to take care of. Do I owe any money? Has everybody came in and made me pay? Yes. We actually had $40 come in. We had a 30 and a 10 come in. So there you go. Stuck says, yes, Jim Pell, you owe bunches. But thanks for putting out a challenge, Jim. It helped out. We're not seeing anything. And look, guys, it's in this hard time that everybody's going through right now. I'm not looking for super contributions or anything like that, okay? I'm just trying to get just enough. I'm so close to being able to get the new camera. Now, with the new camera is going to come full-time employment again, which means I'm not going to be able to use it as much. But when I am able to use it, it's going to be a big deal. And also the pictures I'll be able to take with it and give to the members only, which is why many of you should become a member of the channel, will be significantly improved for sure. Jim Pell says it's on its way. Hang on just a second. And there it is. That right as I was reading it. That was pretty quick, Jim. So Jim has matched us up right here. Make sure I ain't showing too much information anywhere. But there's Jim with his 10. And his note this time says, let's keep it going, guys. So there you go. Appreciate that, Jim. Flights inbound starting May 31st. That is some news I did not know. Thank you, Ty. I appreciate that. I thought it would be before July. A lot of people were saying July, and I was thinking to myself, I don't think it's going to be that long to July. I was thinking that the whole time. The number of cases have dropped dramatically, and the number of cases are continuing to drop dramatically. Let's see. Hang on, let me go back up. Good Mike says, when you think Thailand will start opening back up to tourism? Oh, that's what Ty answered there. Good answer, Ty, because my answer would be I'm not sure. I've heard so many different theories as to when it might open. Cody says, did you ever decide on first trip a vote would be cool? You got to tell me who you're talking to, Cody. I'm not sure what you mean, brother. Jim says, hey, I have a favor from everybody. Roger says, hope that's true. Yeah, me too. I hope that's true too about the May 31st opening. Cody says, I know many like Chiang Mai, but my vote is Krabi. I would love to go to Krabi. I haven't been there. That would be fantastic. I would love to go. It would be absolutely amazing for sure. Ty says, unless it changed again, but that's what I read. Well, I'll take your word for it for sure. Jay says, Thaitastic, will Thailand require 14 days quarantine upon flying from outside the country? Again, I think so, Jay. I think that you'll either have to do 14 days of quarantine or you will have to have a medical certificate from your home country, and they'll do some kind of, they'll do the fever test, and they may even give you a swab or something at the airport. If you have the medical certificate and you pass both the swab and the fever check, maybe you won't have to quarantine. I don't know. Robert says, Thaitastic did the $100,000 of insurance for entry change. Ty says, so if you're planning on 2 weeks in Thailand, don't. Yeah. That's probably a good idea, Ty. I would say that's a good idea. It's going to be a while. He says, don't know on that, Robert. Jim says, Jeremy, I'm asking everybody if they would go to my Facebook. I have a post there about a homeless gentleman here in Tampa. His dog got chewed up by a pit bull. If everybody would repost that on their social media, I would greatly appreciate it. There you go. It's been read. And that's a big deal for Jim. He's raised a lot of money for that, for the guy and the dog. Apparently, you have to read the whole story. It's really it pull at your heartstrings, man. Jay says medical insurance is not an issue. Cody says a vid on Bangkok to Krabi on Thai Airways would probably get many views for years. It would, but I'm not sure that Thai Airways would make that flight. I would think it would. Well, they might. I don't know. Most of the domestic flights fly out of Don Mueang, and Thai Airways is stationed at I'm gonna screw it up, but I call it Suvarnabhumi Airport, which is the international. Well, they're both technically international airports, but the larger airport here in Bangkok. So, anybody got any questions about food poisoning and dealing with it? Because if not, I'll wrap it up. I want you guys that are not channel members yet to consider becoming a channel member. You can find out information about that in the link below. There is a link to the channel membership page, or you can hit the join button and it will take you to the page that has all the information on it. Jay says Air Asia or Thai Smile. Thai Smile is out of Bangkok. I'd probably fly Air Asia, I would think. Thaitastic says, I read with delight last week that the government have asked all hospitals, including private ones, not to charge for COVID treatment as the government are footing the bill. Wow. I read something similar along those lines, but it wasn't quite that good. So that's awesome, Ty. Cody says, I've seen those flights as low as $60. Yeah, you can, for sure. You're welcome, Jim. No problem. Thank you, bud. Jay says, thank you, JC. We'll definitely check it out. Awesome, man. Ty says, so no need to buy a cover for it in the kingdom. There you go. Saving some money. So with that being said, I'll let you guys go. I'm going a little over an hour here, and it'll take me a little while to get this video published. Plus, I am hungry. I am very hungry. Robert, I'm gonna put his message back up if I can. I can't put it. Robert, will you put Ty's message back up? He's not gonna leave anything on this channel that doesn't need to be here. I can assure you that. He just filled valuable info. Sorry, Ty. One of my moderators took a swing there too soon. Jim says, come on, guy. Come on, go hit that thumbs up button. Number one, dig in your pocket. See if you can send $10 more to DoMoreLife channel via PayPal. And share. That's the spirit, Jim, and we love it, man. Yeah, thanks to Ty, Robert Max, saying thanks to Ty for the information. I love it. Thanks very much, man. Jay says there are a lot of good things he could learn from Thailand. I agree, Jay. I definitely agree. Jay says, enjoy your day, JC. I certainly will. You enjoy your night, evening, or day wherever you are. Ty says, catch y'all on the flip side. Awesome, man. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Carl says, bye. Cody says, later, gents. Each check on the Facebook channel next couple of hours when I find it again. I'm sure you will. And Robert says, have a great day. So, that being said, guys, just remember that, number one, I love you for dropping in and sticking in the live chat today. Jim says, remember, you can contribute to the channel even if we're not going live to PayPal. That's true. You can. And I also encourage all of you to check out the channel memberships. It's very basic, but it's helps support the channel. And it helps support equipment, and it helps support traveling when I'm able to travel, which I think is not going to be that long. Stuck says you can't undelete a comment as far as I know. Oh, well, I'm not sure why that comment got deleted, but it happens when you have different moderators. It's no big deal. I'm sure Ty didn't take it personally. So, with that being said, guys, whatever you do today, please find a way to do more life. Jay says, glad to catch up, JC. Great conversation. Always love the Do More Life community. Thanks so much, Jay. I really appreciate that, man. Glad to see you. Oh, it had the C word in it. Okay. Gotcha. I did not know that. Yeah, we're doing like a super clean version over here. But thank you guys so very much for commenting. Thank you very, very, very extra, very special much for the people that contributed monetarily. I very, very, very much appreciate that. And thanks to all my moderators for being awesome. You guys are. And thanks to all my channel members for being members. You guys rock as well. So with that being said, I already said it once. I'll say it again. Whatever you do today, be sure you do more life. And I love you guys. And I will see you soon, I hope. Peace.